Hey there, it's Freaky here again, and these are the best places in Kenshi. Number 5. Stobs Garden. Even though this place looks kinda too ordinary, there is something you should not miss. Giant dead body of Stob, last of his kind. No one exactly knows what caused his death, but there's something like a rocket in the sand nearby. Maybe it's what caused his death? According to some stories, he was addicted to hazard games, lost all his money, became homeless and died. And that's the reason why next to the Stobs Garden you can see Stobs Gamble. Sure, we know this is no ordinary giant, as many skeletons has a huge respect for him because he's responsible for surviving of all skeleton kind. Number 4. Shem. Shem is really unique place, as you can't see that many lakes anywhere else in game. No wonder this is one of players' most favorite places to build their bases. This place is great if you want to train swimming or run away from enemies, as they sometimes stop following you in water. But it's considered as dick move in Kenshi community. There are not many hard enemies spawning and it's full of useful resources. Number 3. Leviathan Coast. Now we're getting somewhere. Beautiful bluish purple look of this land is just a secondary thing. Whole area is inhabited by leviathans. Looking at them never gets old, but if you get bored by them, you should try to kill some of them, because pearls you can obtain from them are incredibly expensive. But be careful, they are as dangerous as they are big. One step on your tiny character and you get crushed like a little beetle. Although you don't have to worry about them as long as you mean no harm to them. Leviathans are not aggressive, and adventurers even say that leviathans sometimes blink at you to wish you a nice day. Just be careful if leviathans are in bigger groups. In that case, they like to show off themselves to show other in herd how ripped they are by attacking you. And number 2. God. This place is known by every experienced player. God is definitely not for beginners, as it's overfilled with big it's full of big things. This is their nesting area, and if you don't pay attention, you can get easily surrounded by many of them. Their eggs are pretty pricey though, and might be worth the risk. But the area is so beautiful with its blue colored sand and iron trees. This is making this part of a map unique again. Number 1. Obedience. After the war, the behemoths lost their purpose. Man became afraid of the destructive capabilities of its own creations. The irony is that it was their blind obedience and unquestioning loyalty that walked them down into that pit, entirely unresisting. The price of obedience. There is no other place that could be number 1. It used to be a quarry, but it became a graveyard of giant skeletons. The zone is next to the Fog Islands, thanks to which it's even creepier with fog everywhere around you. It's sad, scary, and just imagining what happened here gives me chills. As people used these skeletons as weapons, they got scared of their power after the war was ended. They gave skeletons an order to go into the pit, and then they poured probably molten metal on them, and like that the great graveyard was created. It's also believed this might have caused the fog everywhere around. And what about you? What are your most favorite places in Kenshi? Write it down in comments and don't forget to like this video, it really keeps me going.